Well, these are the donations for St. John the Baptist School for December 19th. We have one indigenous fishing weight. That used to help hold lines down. There were hooks attached to the line, and this is their Neolithic sinkers. It's very old. That's from the Stone Age, the Upper Neolithic period. And we have arrowheads. Could be any age, really, but they're definitely ceramic period. The arrow, well, to be honest, the bow and arrow came into effect 3000 BP when the Paleo-Eskimo moved into the region. And they weren't here very long, maybe because of weather conditions, etc., but the bow nevertheless took over where Maritime Archaic people had used the atlatl. The Paleo-Indians, Maritime Archaic people, switched over to the bow. It was much more versatile than the atlatl. And we have antique bottle corks, 18th century. We got cork, that's late 18th century or mid 18th century. And this is definitely 18th century. How times change. Now we have a little piece of tabula coral. That can be added to the coral fossils at the Science Center. But yeah, the school has a Science Center. And that's where all the artifacts and fossils are going. Here is a pipe remains, 1680 to 1720, fired white clay, large bowl tobacco pipe. And it's amazing. And it stays in good shape. It's just that it's fired white clay, and the beach destroys, the tides coming in twice a day destroy everything. Now this is the most spectacular find. This is indigenous stone art. It's a shaman head from 1,000 to 4,000 years old. Now, when I found it on the beach, in the stream bed, it was kind of laying like this, and it was the eye. I kind of felt like something was looking at me, and I had to look, and there it was. One very old piece of art. Now, upon first looking at it, you would think, hey, it might be an owl. It might be an owl effigy. No, this is not an owl effigy. You'll see why in 1 second. When I turned this rock over to examine it more closely, I went like this, and I went like that, and this jumped right out at me. This is a shaman petroglyph. The center is the center of his spirit, his soul, his power. The outer ring is where his powers kind of circulate around him. And all these little rays are where kind of show what he can do with his well, magic powers or whatever you want to call it. His contact with the spirit world, with the spirits, because every spirit had power, and the indigenous people between 4,000 and 1,000 years ago believed that there was power in the spirits, and there were spirits in many things. This is a very, very important petroglyph. This is probably the most important indigenous find I made in all of 2 years. Since May 2018, this is probably the most important find, indigenous art, that I ever found. The camel bull artifact is the most important artifact. But this, for its period, for the indigenous period, is very important. I even have it, I'm even going to bubble wrap it. Fantastic find. There are some things that you can only find once in a lifetime, and this is one of them. I will see you online.